Hello everybody, it's Darth here, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be hyper-analyzing the latest trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is Cal's mission trailer, which is pretty much a story trailer. There's a lot of cinematics in here, so jumping into the first image here, we have of Ser Junda. And now she, as we know from the comics, there's a comic called Dark Temple. It's currently ongoing. There's going to be 5 issues total. We have 2 issues out right now, but she is a Jedi. So to see her using a laser blaster pistol against the second sister is quite interesting. And in this shot here, we see her rescuing Cal. Looks like their first meeting. So she's trying to keep it low. It's Order 66. She's not trying to use her lightsaber. And in different kind of press media, we hear that she's not going to actually use her lightsaber a lot. She's going to impart lots of knowledge to Cal. She wants to restart the Jedi Order, which is a huge task. So maybe we'll eventually see her whip out the green lightsaber and do some damage. Here, this image showcases off the Force ability of the second sister. We see her dashing toward the Stinger Mantis as Cal is getting out of there with Sarah and Grease, and she does like this force dodge where she goes and strafes to the left like really quickly. So even though they aren't like a full-blown Sith, they still are force sensitive. They can still tap into the Force, use the Force to pull objects to amplify their own movements. Here we see Cal Kestis aboard the Stinger Mantis for the first time, getting acclimated, meeting the captain on the right there. His name is Grease. He's a brand new alien to Star Wars, named Lotaro. I like his attitude. He's very curmudgeon, very much just like a grouchy old alien. Here we have an outside shot of the Stinger Mantis. So the Stinger Mantis has been Grease's ship for a long time. It's actually a ship that's manufactured by his own people. It's pretty much like a pleasure craft, but it does harken back to the old Republic era of ship design. This is a cool image here of Cal and Sarah. Remember, Sarah is going to basically teach Cal the ways of the Force if he helps her to try to reestablish the Jedi Order following the events of Order 66, where most of the Jedi are dead or scattered at this point. So here we have Cal Kestis, who could still be in that same structure we've seen in the previous slide. We have BD-1 emitting a holocron, or a hologram rather, and it could be of Ser Junda's master at one point, Master Cordova. So what kind of knowledge can he possibly be imparting to Cal? There's going to be lots of self-reflection, I'm sure, in this game for Cal Kestis. Here we have an image of the second sister, and throughout this trailer we actually hear her voice for the first time. She's talking about Cal Kestis and how he has something that he's trying to find that's very important for the Empire. This is the Jedi symbol. So we see that Cal Kestis is using the uniform that he has in the very beginning of this game. He comes from Bracca, this salvaging planet for the Old Republic. So maybe this is part on top of like a ship or something for the Republic symbol for the Jedi. This image is just showcasing the brutality of this combat. We see Cal Kestis bending this Purge Trooper's arm and just stabbing him right in the back after a counterattack. So very fluid animation. I cannot wait to get behind these controls. So this image here showcases the non-linear type of exploration in the game. You'll be able to pick different planets, come back and forth to go figure out different puzzles with different gadgets that you will get that will allow you to get to other unaccessible areas in the previous planets. This is a planet that I have no idea what it's even about because it looks like there's rocks just orbiting this object at a very fast velocity. Here we have a new creature called a Chirodactyl. The name of this specific one is Gordaro. So apparently it's kind of helping you in this situation, if you want to call it that, because you're flying on its back. But the next image, obviously it's not so happy with you now. So it's gigantic, essentially vampire bat, and what this makes me really excited for in this game is because this looks like a legit boss battle, and we'll get into another slide here. It shows another big monstrous creature, but this definitely evokes that Dark Souls kind of feel of like you versus the enemy, trying to exploit its weaknesses, trying to find out its mechanics, and maybe die a few times but learning from the process. Here's an image of the second sister, and what I like about this is it shows her just like hovering down to the ground using the Force. So again, she has a surprising amount of Force powers, even though she's not technically a Sith. This image showcases the purge troopers, and about what they're gonna do is, well, they're gonna probably purge some things because it looks like they're in like an execution formation or a firing squad. So these guys don't look like they're gonna be so lucky. They could be on the other side of those purge troopers that are getting ready to execute. So we have an Abednego, we have a Miri Allen, and we have what looks like either a Chiss or a Pantoran. So very cool that we're getting this mixture of aliens. And this is on Baraka, so this is going to be in the beginning of the story, that salvaging planet where things start to go wrong. So this makes me really excited because we have the Ninth Sister in from the comic books, another character getting pulled from that. We have Giuseppe Camicoli and Charles Soule's Darth Vader Volume 2. So this character first appeared in the Mon Cala arc, where we have Darth Vader hunting down a Jedi that's hiding out in Mon Cala. He has a couple of the Inquisitorius. We have namely, I think, the Sixth Brother, and we have this character, the Ninth Sister, and another Inquisitor. And anyway, they corner this Jedi, and the Jedi finds out that the Purge Troopers are actually still clones. So what does he do? He says, Order 66, and they go after everybody, including their Inquisitor masters. And unfortunately, the Ninth Sister, the last we see her, she has her leg cut off, betrayed by her own Inquisitor to sacrifice so they can get out alive. So we don't actually see the Ninth Sister like actually die, but it's kind of implied that she probably wouldn't survive with all those Purge Troopers shooting at her. So this makes me believe that this is actually taking place before that, because unless they phase out the Purge Trooper clones and they put humans in the suits, then, I mean, she could have a cybernetic leg. We can't really see that. So it's going to be interesting to see where this falls in the timeline, but other than that, I'm just super excited to see more comic characters pulled in from canon to put into this game. Here we see the Force prowess of Cal Kestis. Even though he's a Padawan, he's still able to use the Force and push two enemies at once. Pretty awesome. This looks like a nice little running platforming area. What's really noticeable is in the left we have that Imperial patrol craft that we see those towards the end of the Clone Wars hunting down Ahsoka Tano. Very cool callback. This is another one of those monstrous creatures that you'll be able to fight. We don't really know anything about this creature other than it being gigantic and terrifying. Here we have the Second Sister fighting off against Cal Kestis, and, well, as we can expect, very fluid combat that zooms in, zooms out. We have the development team behind Apex Legends, behind Titanfall. Respawn is great with this sort of thing. This looks like a cool action sequence where you're on Brock, you're sliding down. This looks like it could be right with the trailer. I think that's a Sarlacc pit right down there in the center. You can check that out. Another example of the fluidity of the combat with Cal Kestis just rolling off the back of a scout trooper, then just impaling him with his lightsaber. And here we have the fateful duel between Cal Kestis and the Second Sister. Looks like we have the Singer Mantis in the background. It's raining. It's very epic, very climactic. You see how the powering presence of the Second Sister is. I mean, she's so much taller, it looks like, in this than Cal Kestis. And Cal Kestis, I don't think he's a short guy either, so very interesting stuff there. But other than that, that was the Cal's Mission trailer. Lots of cool stuff to glean from this trailer, able to put the story kind of threads together. And like I said, we still have 3 issues left of that Dark Temple tie-in comic that's a prequel to this game about Sarah Junda, so maybe we'll learn a little bit more about Sarah's background or how that's going to fit in with the Padawan here being trained, that is Cal Kestis. So what did you guys think of this trailer? Are you picking up Jedi Fallen Order? Let's talk about it all in the comment section down below. If you guys like Star Wars video games, I've been talking about them a lot quite recently. So we have Vader Immortal Episode 2 out. We have a new update for Battlefront 2, so I have footage and information about that on the channel right now, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that way you'll never miss another video. That is going to do it for me, Star Raptor. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at StarRaptor.